Hello everybody, it is I, Caro the Carabao, artist extraordinaire, lover of all things DILFs. And today we have another internet historian video, this time about failed conventions. I found 2 videos that we can watch about conventions that went horribly wrong of some sort. So the first video is called Dashcon, and I do vaguely remember hearing about that Tumblr, people in Tumblr, back in its heyday. A bunch of people who were using Tumblr decided to make their own convention, and it went wrong. That's all I know. But let's see how it actually went wrong.
In March of 2013,
I couldn't read
a group
that.
of Tumblr users come up with a brilliant idea. Dashcon, a convention specifically for and by Tumblr users. This is their story.
Okay.
Dashcon, hosted at the Renaissance Marriott in Chicago. Only $65 for the weekend. Epic panel lineup. Welcome to Night Vale reading. LGBTQIP2SAA+.
Oh my god.
Massive ball pit. Steam-powered giraffe live show.
What's
the Baker
that?
Street Babes. And friendly memes? You bet. Expect 5,000 people. We'll see you there. Whoosh. Here comes Friday, and a big fat serving of reality. About 500 people show up at 9 a.m., but nothing is scheduled until 1 p.m., so people just wait around for the next 4 hours.
Why'd you come so early?
When did you decide that this is what you wanted to do with your life?
I didn't, it just kind of happened.
The thug life chose you?
Turns out steam-powered giraffe cancelled months ago.
Oh.
Sorry. If you bought special tickets, no refunds though.
What?
Lol. Check out the games room. 1 TV, 1 console. Perfect for up to 7,000 people. Here's that ball pit you were looking forward to.
Free Palestine! Free Palestine!
Overall, it's a pretty fucking slow day.
Okay, so you're dressed up as the Batman movie shooter. What made you choose this costume?
Batman movie shooter.
What made you decide to dress up as the Prime Minister of Israel to this convention?
Oh my gosh.
Just for the job you want.
Then by 9 p.m., disaster strikes. The bill for the venue hasn't even been paid. The hotel wants it immediately or the doors will be shut and the convention is over.
I'm here at Dashcon. Coffee getting takes out. Unless everyone in this room can accumulate $17,000.
That's a lot of money. What? Why are they doing the Hunger Games thing?
But they raised the money, and
Ow.
the con continues. Saturday, artists and stallholders who paid $150 each for their tables aren't selling anything because their customers just donated all of their cash. Tumblr's turned on the convention completely.
The destruction of this
Convention.
is dedicated to all of the women whose
Bank account.
have been ruined and ruled by it. I'm tired of you stealing my
Money.
I'm tired of you making me
Donate to PayPal.
tired of you.
They call Dashcon a scam and try to have certain events shut down. Mark does stuff, a gay Hispanic panelist.
Hi, I'm Mark.
Is sent death threats because they think he's a straight white male
What?
who's misappropriating the gay for profit. Pacific Rim is illegally played to an audience of 100. Tumblr sends tweets to Del Toro to get them in trouble. The Dr. Horrible sing-along blog sing-along is cancelled due to copyright concerns. Then, the main event. As long as we get to see a live reading from Welcome to Night Vale, it'll all be okay.
I remember Welcome to Night Vale.
Welcome to Night Vale. It is 12:50 right now, and they're still not here.
Okay, so basically, Night Vale just walked.
What?
We're all gonna sign together, okay? So
Oh my
1,
god.
2.
While everyone is still sitting in that room waiting for the show to start, they change the rules on the website so that there are no refunds. But don't worry, there's a silver
no.
lining. Everyone who paid extra to see Welcome to Night Vale is entitled to a free extra hour in the ball pit.
This is what your $17,000 went to.
And with that, a meme is born.
I don't think they ready for this one. Jump in the pit.
Oh my god. That is awful. Why did everyone
By
like
the early
cancel
afternoon,
and
the vendors
stuff?
Pack up and leave. Some shitty panels happen.
LGBT Q&A, where they gave us too small of a table and not enough chairs. So pansexual, polysexual, omnisexual, fluid.
Because again, they don't have any cash, they're giving out free hotel mints as prizes. The teenage unpaid helpers, who are promised free meals, aren't given anything and go hungry. There's a full-on organizer meltdown. And Tumblr finds out that the main artwork used for the convention is in fact stolen copyright material.
Oh no.
By the evening, the unthinkable happens.
What?
The ball pit starts to deflate.
No!
And someone pisses in it.
Ew!
Sunday. The ball pit is taken away.
No!
Also, Tumblr finds out that Random Acts, a charity that Dashcon claims to be partnered with, isn't in fact partnered at all. Which means, by the way, they've just been pocketing the money. The organizers host an official apology panel.
Part of that is on us. There were a lot of mistakes made on a lot of different people's parts, and we take full responsibility for the parts that were us. We are first timers, but we intend to learn from our mistakes to make 2015 even better.
Here's a quick summary of that.
So like.
I blame somebody, otherwise it's all my fault. Fuck that.
And everything is closed by 1 p.m.
Oh.
Since Dashcon, there have been many rumors online that the whole
Yeah,
thing
what
was
happened? What
a
happened?
scam. So I did some detective work to see whether it was true. I think what I found proves that even if the staff didn't set out to scam people, they did opportunistically steal and lie.
What game is
Prepare
that?
for some high-quality autism. Dashcon had a written agreement to pay $40,000 plus some change to the Renaissance Hotel Marriott. They paid $20,000 before the thing began, so they had a balance of $20,000 still remaining. They told the hotel that 5,000 to 7,000 people would be attending, and could they please pay as the door sales came in. As a financially risky move, the Marriott agreed verbally but not in writing.
Marriott.
On the first day, the hotel sees at most 1,000 people. They know that Dashcon's door sales are fucked, so they enforce immediate payment as per their written contract. Dashcon does not have the funds. And here's where it gets interesting.
What game
Dashcon
is that?
claims they only have $3,000 in cash. So at 9 p.m., Dashcon staff gather everyone into one room to beg for the remaining 17,000. Let's do a head count. 33, 129, 120.
Oh my god,
maybe
math.
another 33 here in case there are people on the margin. And we'll add 10% to be generous. It's unlikely that there are more than 350 people in this room. Now we know they reached their goal.
Almost got shut down.
Really?
We need to raise $17,000.
Really?
Yes.
That's pretty cool. Did you do it?
We did it in under an hour.
Really?
Oh.
They received donations by PayPal and cash, but only a small fraction in cash. Let's be generous and say 1/10 of the room at most. You can see people donating in the footage, and it's probably much less. So even if each cash donor is giving $20, which again, generous, that's only $700 total. Therefore, the other 16,000 or so is in electronic payments.
Oh my god.
Now let's look at this leaked list of transactions. Hold on. They made most of their payment in cash, almost $12,000. But they only could have got $700 from the donors, and they only had $3,000
Snap
in
is hurting my
cash.
head.
So where did the rest of it come from? It's door sales revenue, not donations, meaning they lied about only having $3,000 in the first place. They actually had at least $10,000. Now, here are the transactions that come from the PayPal MasterCard. Let's take that from the total owed, and what we get is the following. In a best case scenario, of the donated $17,000,
Don't stop mansplaining.
at most, they spent less than $7,000
Oh, no.
keeping the place open. They spent over $2,000 on themselves and their own accommodation, and the remaining $9,000 or so, they pocketed. Also, they're liars.
Because I was on stage for an hour in front of 5,000 people in a room.
Is there 5,000 people here?
A riot.
What was the point of that? It wasn't just Tumblr? Like,
But there's one last thing I want
To celebrate,
as part of the merchandising.
To celebrate
an official
Tumblr
Dashcon
isms?
DVD is listed. And it's possible that a copy exists out there somewhere, and I need to find it. So I want to put a $100 bounty out for anyone who might have a copy. It doesn't need to be the physical DVD, just a copy of the file itself. The hunt is on.
You ever find it? Did you ever find the video? Okay, we got our next one. Ooh, I've heard of the Fyre Festival. I heard that was really bad. Oh, I heard this one was really bad. Okay, let's go. Let's see.
Hi there.
Hi.
You're probably wondering how I got this tan.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you the story. It begins with a man by the name of Billy McFarland. Billy was a good boy. At 22, he had dreams of becoming a super wealthy entrepreneur, dropping out of college to start a business called Magnesis. Over the years, he managed to network with some powerful people. One of them was Ja Rule. Translated from German, I believe it means, yes, rule. Over drinks, he pitched an idea. Here's an accurate recreation of that event.
Mr. Rule,
he says,
I have a brilliant idea.
Like, whoa, what happened? I'm like, yo, this nigga too wild, fucking his bitch.
Precisely. Great
What
minds
is he?
think alike.
What?
It will be 2 weeks of absolute luxury in the Bahamas.
Oh my god.
Mr. Rule. Promotion began in late 2016. Fyre promised beaches, ladies, gourmet food, luxury villas. Hosted on a private island in the Bahamas called Fyre Cay, once
I know
owned
none
by
of that
Pablo
happened.
Escobar. VIP tickets up to $250,000.
Ball pit! Guys, it's the ball pit!
Blink 182, Major Laser,
The
Steel
blinking.
Drum. Welcome to Fyre Festival.
Ooh,
the
how
best 2 damn
bougie.
weeks of your life. I bought my ticket immediately. The day arrives. About 5,000 people are making their way directly from Miami Airport, and there are huge delays to get to
Icon.
Fyre Cay. Although I shouldn't say Fyre Cay, because it doesn't
Did he
exist.
actually go, or is
In
this
the
a bit?
marketing, they referenced this island, which is actually Norman's Cay, run by
If
George
he
Hill,
actually
not
went,
Pablo,
I'm
by
so
the way.
sorry.
But that doesn't matter because we're not going there either. We're going to Great Exuma. Private island? Forget that. Population? 7,000. In fact, we're basically in the parking lot of a sandals resort.
Oh.
In the end, only about 500 of us make it to the island. The remaining customers' flights are cancelled. You're about to see why. We're hauled onto a school bus and taken to the site, a gravel lot with a bunch of FEMA tents.
Oh no!
Remember those promises of luxurious villas? Pranked ya? Enjoy your stay, and don't forget your complimentary cup of UNICEF rice.
Turn this bus right around.
Once there, no one knows whose tent belongs to whom, so staff try getting everyone into a line. Then they abandon that idea and tell everyone it's a free-for-all.
Oh my god.
Expecting a party, this guy took all of his drugs on the flight over. He's the only one having any fun. Everyone else is grumpy because it's been 5 hours and there's no food. In lieu of food, staff decide to start handing out tons of free tequila.
Oh
This
no!
only exacerbates problems. Once the food does arrive, it's just as delectable as promised though. Gourmet craft single there. A few hours later, bags arrive on a shipping container. It was getting dark and there was no lighting.
So everybody's walking around with their cell phones trying to look for their luggage.
Plenty of people had their luggage stolen. But don't
Oh,
worry,
no.
if you have any valuables, the festival advertised top-notch security. Here it is. But no one told guests they had to provide their own lock. There are rumors of muggings by the locals.
I heard
Oh,
rumors
dear.
of feral dogs.
A tent supposedly caught fire. The
Oh,
closest
dear.
beach has a rampant shark problem. Staff don't have any uniforms or walkie-talkies, so no one knows who's in charge, and the people who are in charge can't talk to each other. Here's the bathroom. Many staff quit
Ew.
after only a couple of hours. For the few customers who were willing to just make the most of it and enjoy the music, they had some bad news too. All of the major musical acts pulled out. In fact, Major Lazer wasn't even confirmed to go in the first place. The event was promoted as cashless, so all people had were these useless Disney bucks on their Fyre bands, which meant they couldn't buy anything or catch a cab if they were stranded. And even with only 500 people, there are too few tents and beds, so everyone is just stealing each other's.
Oh my god.
And for any of you thinking you could just escape to the sandals, bad luck. It's peak season and they are absolutely full. People are reaching out to the embassy for help. After a few hours, most people chose to go back to the airport, and the rest were forced back home when the Bahamian government stepped in. The festival was closed.
Festival.
But the exodus from the island made its own problems. Guests spent hours dehydrated and hung over in a hot building. Why staff locked the door isn't entirely known, but one girl fainted before they were finally reopened. Everyone gets home and that was the end of it. Except for me. I was rescuing someone, helping them out, and I got lost in the woods.
Oh no.
Anyway, back at home, the shitstorm on social media was just ramping up. The Reddit Fyre Festival was created, and it started documenting everything that went wrong at the event.
Yeah, what went
People were
wrong?
Circulating a fake
or was
tweet
it
by
just a
Jar that
scam the whole
thing was a
time?
social experiment. Some wholesome festival memes there. And it
The ball
quickly turned
pit.
into a marketing case study of what not to do. In response, Fyre started serving cease and desist letters to stop people from saying mean things about them. Mr. Rule released an official statement online, both apologizing and saying that it's not his fault.
I truly apologize, but it's not my fault.
Interestingly, he wasn't even on the island at the time. He was giving a concert in Chicago. Although, to their credit, they offer everyone a full refund. Or, you could always let it ride and opt in for tickets to 2018's Fyre Festival.
No.
And a VIP ticket to next year's Fyre Festival. If they decide to go.
Exactly. Next year.
Meanwhile, Billy is on full damage control. He claims that a storm came in the night before and changed all of the marketing into lies.
We got to a point that we were very excited about on Wednesday night with how the two sites looked.
Ew.
And we got hit by a big storm.
Lies!
But the apologies weren't enough. A few days later, and the first lawsuit was served.
Attorney Ben Misalis doesn't think it's funny. He's filed a $100 million class action lawsuit against the organizers.
Then another suit. Then 7 more.
I
Then the
mean...
feds got involved, claiming Billy had committed wire fraud. Serious charges with serious prison time. More on
He's
that
the
later.
best I can do.
But first, right now, let's go into the history of Fyre Festival. The marketing was clever. To get the word out, they got in touch with about 400 influencers, Instagram celebrities, and they offered them VIP tickets or cash to promote the event.
These
They
days
even
it's
managed to get
TikTok.
Kendall Jenner to post about it. Rumor has it she was paid $250,000 for this post. Their marketing worked though. The festival sold out. So how did it go so wrong?
Yeah.
Let's start with the money. During the planning process, a consultant came in and said the festival would cost $50 million and require another year of organization.
They should have planned this 2 whole years out.
This is after they made all the promises, and they had nothing near that amount, so they started cutting expenses way back. Remember those luxury villas? They
Yeah.
were going to cost $10 million alone.
I mean, it's a
So they
luxury
scrapped it.
villa.
Now everyone gets a tent. Deposits for the bands? Nope. Food, infrastructure, staff, all were cut back. But, you may ask, how did they have so little cash if they sold out? It's the price. It was way too low. Now wait a minute. Up to $250,000 a ticket is too low. In fact, on social media, people were so merciless and unsympathetic towards the guests because they thought it was a bunch of rich kids paying for tickets with a starting price of $12,000. And you can thank fake news for that assumption. You see that number repeated everywhere. But actually, very few were paying even close to that amount. The standard price was around $1,200. Which, if you think about 2 weeks in the Bahamas with practically all of your expenses taken care of, that's pretty bloody good. In fact, some tickets were as low as $500.
6 months ago, got together and got the early bird special for about $500, and this covered
It sounds
food,
like a
transportation, ticket,
scam.
and somewhere to sleep.
How on earth were they going to break even with that? They weren't. And on the flip side, there's no proof whatsoever that anyone purchased a $250,000 ticket. So
Yeah, that's
basically,
crazy.
They're stuffed. Billy has to start taking tough short-term loans just to keep afloat. Which, by the way, is why they did the fire bans. It was to raise cash. It's reported that up to $2 million in Firebucks in-game currency was spent in the lead up to the event. But this wasn't even close to enough. Practically broke, and with the event only a few weeks away, the more experienced staff suggested postponing. But thanks to those short-term loans, he couldn't. So he insisted on going forward. Those staff tried to control the damage by telling celebrities and public figures not to go.
How was the Fyre Festival?
So, Billy and Jar are in some serious trouble. But let's please have one failed festival that has a sequel. Well, Billy is out on $300,000 bail. His assets were frozen as at May 18th. He dropped his expensive attorneys. He's selling his property in New York. He tried to sell Magnesis for $150 grand, but it was cancelled for being fraudulent. Massively in debt and with no hope of paying it back, Fyre went into involuntary bankruptcy. And that is the end of Fyre Festival.
Oh my.
I'll keep you posted about whether Billy is going to jail. So long, Fyre Festival. You were too beautiful for this world. And as for me, well, it's time to go home.
Yeah, get out of there. Oh my god. Don't fall over. 2 hours later. Well now, 2 failed conventions and festivals, both due to mismanagement and lack of funds. Oh my god, how do things get so bad sometimes, you know? You know, you gotta wonder.